We are getting super, super close to Uranus and Neptune both going retrograde back into the signs that they were in before they entered their new 14 and 8-year transits. We're about to be in kind of a weird chapter, okay? Let's talk about it. Neptune going back into Pisces. It's going back home. It is going home. Happening October 22nd, right after our new moon. That's happening in Libra. Neptune going back into Pisces. This is your final opportunity. Is there anything else within the natural space of Pisces? Intuition, transition, power, shapeshifter, sacrifices, okay? Is there anything else that needs to work? Is there anything else? Take a good long look because we're moving on into another 14 years. That's a long time. That is a long time. And it's not going to be in our lifetime that Neptune goes back into Pisces. So this is it. This is our final run back home. It's like if you're leaving for a road trip and you forgot the snacks, okay? And you realize 10 minutes down the road, wait a minute, we forgot the snacks. Oh, and I forgot the charger. Oh, oops. Let's run back to the house before we take this really long drive. Yeah, this is our chance. So just really make sure if there's any other sacrifices, transitions, spiritual gifts, powers, things that, again, Pisces oriented. Anything else you want to get detailed with? Because Saturn is here too. Also, the North Node in Pisces offering us a really, really big spiritual purpose orientation. It's probably gonna be weirdly a lot. In a good way that maybe is a little bit disorienting, but in a good way. Disorienting in a good way. I don't know exactly how that translates for you, but I can see kind of how it would translate over here. So just discern on that one. Good is up for personal opinion. Gonna be kind of weird though. The way I've been talking about this is like we're going back to the house, right? Saturn's gonna be there too, and we have to remember that Saturn is the dad. So this is both Saturn, the dad, and Neptune, the son. Not like the big ball of fire, the sun, but like the sun being like father and son, right? I hope that's obvious, but it is astrology, okay? So we're gonna check in on that one. And anyways, they're going back. They're going back. They're moving houses together, okay? We're moving into a new house. We're going across town. We're going across the street. We're moving different. Here we go. But before we do that, we got to make sure that the last round of boxes get picked up and we take them to the new space. Everything needs to be clean. Everything needs to get thrown out. This is it. We're done. We're telling the house that we're moving on. It is. So you're right about one thing. There's about to be a lot of change. This is a part of it. Now looking at the Uranus, about to go back into Taurus. That happens on November 8th. So a little bit more time, but like not really, but like kind of. Unpredictability with resources, the house that Taurus is in. Rest, the things of comfort, and what you're able to create for yourself that then you can supply for your people, your community, your family, for others. Expect some more creativity in that area. Some endings possibly to make room for new beginnings. Uranus is connected to Saturn and Pluto right now because of where Pluto is in Aquarius. So more than likely this is going to be undoing some contracts when it comes to your specific Taurus related placements and spaces. Translate as necessary on a personal level. Right as I said that, the wind really picked up. So, change. It is. And even though this Scorpio season is going to be the first Scorpio season where we had Pluto in Aquarius and direct the entire time, which is going to be crazy wild by itself, Uranus is moving back into its previous placement and Saturn is being influenced by this Neptune moving back into its previous placement. So this is like multiple eras. Whoa. Getting wrapped up. Whoa, that's a lot. Whoa. So we've got to grow. If we're expecting ourselves to pick up, I don't know what, honestly, because of the randomness of Uranus, right? Somebody in one of my other videos was like, why didn't you say Uranus? I said Uranus. So okay, Uranus, here we go. Thanks for the call out, because I prefer Uranus. Anyways, it's fun to say, have you ever tried it? It's fun. Feels good. Okay, but moving on. Anybody else do that? Maybe not moving on. Anybody else do that? Do you like the way that words feel in your mouth? Because I like the way that word feels in my mouth. But now we are moving on, okay? But yeah, this is like eras. Really done after this. And if we really want to look at prophecy stuff, okay, let's talk about it. If we really want to look at the upcoming Pluto and Aquarius, like the totality of that transit, this Scorpio season is like the biggest. For now, okay, I haven't looked 15 years in the future at those astrological transits, but for now is going to be one of the biggest final and beginning moments, assisted by what's happening with Neptune and Uranus. This is about to be crazy. This is about to be crazy. Oh my God. I will. Okay, listen, as the astrologer sitting right in front of you right now, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. Go look at your chart. Get smart about it. The energies are big. They're big. We've been feeling it for a long time. It's the end of Neptune. That's a 14-year transit. Pluto, 18 years. Neptune, I already said that, 14. And then Uranus, 7, 8 years. That's a lot. It is a lot. What we are transitioning through right now, what we are transiting right now, it is a lot. Look is a lot, okay? Like, we can talk about the astrology of it, but like, look at what's really happening in the world. Impacts of it is a lot. Again, hold your hand when I say this. Look at your Pisces spaces. Look at the house that Pisces is in. Look at the house that Taurus is in. And understand that what is getting wrapped up right now, we're not ever coming back to. This is your opportunity, your chance to make things final, to make a mark, to really turn things into something different, into something new. The way that the transits are for in 2 years or so, like 2 to 4 years from now, we're gonna start to see how different things can be and what is going on right now. I'm gonna speak on this as an astrologer, as a spiritualist and a priestess, and as a human being. Okay, what we're going through right now, we're being shown what the worst can be. Now, when we see what the worst can be, we then understand what can be the best. One of my sort of most favorite lessons, ironically, because it kind of sucks, but I'm going to talk about it anyways. One of my most favorite lessons about hardship and pain is that when you are at the worst of the worst, and it is the darkest of the night, you internally already know where the light is. You already know that is where I need to be. That is what I see. That is the hope and the love and the courage and the bravery that lives inside of me in this moment, in the worst of the worst. And I know that's where I need to go. You already know that. We as a society, we know, okay? We know. And this moment that's happening is allowing us to brave the light here. At least that's how I look at it, okay? We need a little bit of sanity. That's what I've got for it in this moment. There's more to it, but just for now. So if you are someone who is really serious about your world and what's going on in the world, and you want to make sure that you are not only prepared for where you're going, but you are also making the preparations here and now, make sure that you're looking at, again, we're good, check it, okay? Pisces, Neptune, Uranus, Taurus. Check those out, because once we get into the early 2026, we're not going back to learn. We're not going back to earn. We're not going back. We're moving on. And then about 2 to 4 years from now, with, again, the astrological stuff, also kind of look at timing of different lengths of term stuff, right? Okay. And then we start to make decisions. Things don't line up coincidentally. They happen for a reason. Okay. But then we start to look at within our more group spaces, communities, society stuff. What do we really want now that we've seen the worst of the worst? This is what made my heart burst while I was in the worst of the worst. So this is where we're going. I have a grip on it. And because I was in the worst of the worst and I had to have a grip on that the entire time, and otherwise I was going to lose it a little bit. I gripped it the entire time. That shiny light that is super, super bright. Now we can start to set up where that is. I'm not gonna overspeak it, okay? I've said it a couple times in a couple different ways. But that's what I have to say about it. And that's what I have to say about it. They go together. So gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Keep up the brew that you do. I for sure will too. You know what? That's true. We have a lot of change in the coming years. People always ask me, at least it happened for a while, was it gonna get better? We gotta give it a little bit. We've gotta give it a little bit, okay? There's a lot of really big change happening, and big change takes time. Think about if it happened all overnight, whoa, that would be a lot. That would be a lot. So give it time. Give it time. And hold on to that courage and the bravery and the hope and the shiny light that you're like, that's the thing. That is the thing. That's where I need to go. That's where society is going. That's it. The hope, the dreamers. Don't underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate yourself. Yeah, okay. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Keep up the brew. I'll talk to you soon. Also true.